Scrappy 90 minutes, got over the line, 3-0 win against Conn Rangers, who actually have got off to a good start to their own domestic season up until last week. How would you describe your 90 minutes?
Yeah, well, I suppose it probably was scrappy enough, but we came away with the 3-0 win, we kept a clean sheet, and that's what we said at half time when we were 2 up. We were like, we need the next goal, and clean sheet is vital, and probably wasn't pretty, but that's what we got.
And there are times in which you really threw your bodies to the line out there, getting in blocks and headers and challenges. But one of the downsides of the game really was we were in possession, we just gave the ball straight back to the opposition.
Yeah, I know. It was probably needless. We probably could have played out from the back at times, but I suppose they just put the pressure on us, and as I said, we wanted that clean sheet, and I suppose we dug in for it, and we got it.
And I suppose if you look at one good thing, we've kept the main players for Conn Rangers largely quiet tonight. Never really got them to dominate the game too much overall. That would be one pleasing aspect to look back over the 90 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody worked hard, and I suppose at the same time we were missing a few of our key players, Brownlee, Killer. So happy with the result and going into the next round now.
And of course, there is another break because of Oscar training next weekend.
Yeah.
And back in action in 2 weeks at home to Claymores in the Connacht Shield. So basically, you'll have to keep working hard, keep preparing, and just look forward to that particular challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose it's not ideal with all the softness there, but I suppose we just keep working on the training ground and look forward to Claymores in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you find it hard to believe that it's actually 5 months since you last played a home game on this ground, which was against Galtee back on the 26th of November.
Yeah.
So it must feel a bit strange that long off the pitch here.
Yeah, absolutely, but I suppose it is good to be back in front of the home support as well.
And finally, as I said in the beginning of the stream, Gary lost his aunt, and we extend our sympathies to Gary.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, dude.
And of course, well done to Gary, Killian and Darren, who represented the province last weekend. It didn't go according to plan for Connacht, but it was great to see 3 of our clubmen involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Fair play to the 3 lads. They lost their trainer next week, so we wish them all the best of luck, and hopefully they can do the business.
And finally, tomorrow you have the B team and the development team in action. The B team down in Kilmore and the development team here against Bangor Hibs. Two interesting games for them, and you never know what might happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope to get a crowd down here for the development team, and wish them the best of luck.
Thank you very much, and happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
So the first round of the Westaro Cup, defending a trophy, got the job done in what was a rather scrappy game. Not the most purest football-wise, but a bit of tough tackling and determination thrown in, but a lot of sloppy passing.
Yeah, possibly. I thought in the first half we actually played quite well, and there was a lot of really good football. We made a good team look very average at times. They couldn't get the ball back, we retained possession, we opened them up, we were very effective in what we did. I think the second half did get scrappy, and for about 10-15 minutes the tiredness that was starting to kick in really showed. And then we managed to get grip with slight change, we managed to get grips with the game, and I thought we finished it out quite well. But you have to remember, these boys have been sitting now for 3 months waiting for football. I think we're probably the last club in Mayo to get to start our season in the Westaro Cup. So I mean, that's very, very frustrating. 12 weeks of training, no games. I know the lads in the Oscar trainer are playing, but we didn't play when I didn't play bar Kevin and Killian and Gary. So I'm delighted that we finally started our season. I'm delighted that we got a result against a really good side, who we made look average, and allows us to move on. We've got to sit still now for another 2 weeks before the Connacht Shield, which is not ideal. We want to play football, and we don't want to be playing twice a week from May. We want to be playing now, but it is what it is.
And one of the pluses from the game is the beaten in Conn Rangers players and how quiet we kept them largely throughout the game. I say you'd have to be really happy with that.
They have to be really happy with it because the chances they got came from maybe sloppy play by us, a bit of pressing when we were tired, and there wasn't really, constructive build-up play that really hurt us. These are really good players in Conn Rangers. They're going to be very effective for the season ahead, and today we made them less effective, and we showed a lot of quality with what was an extremely young side. And you see Jack Dawson, I thought he was brilliant first half, and then Killian and Fionn, really young boys learning their trade at this level, and should be a good season for us, and we're excited about it. We just want to get playing football now. We're sitting around a long time, and we need to be playing.
I think one of the talking points is the offsides that were given today. I'd say, to be honest, at one stage, if you went back to throughout the whole stream and counted the offsides, I'd say you'd be nearly having a chuckle to yourself in one sense, because it was nearly like a semaphore signal on a busy railway junction popping up and down all the time.
Yeah, from my point of view, that's stuff we're working on, and I thought the timing of the runs more often than not were correct and right, and we want to see that come off. It didn't matter today, maybe in other days it might do. I think the officials are making the decisions the best they can. I think sometimes the movement and the speed of some of our lads catches them, but we'll go back and look at that again and see can we make it even more obvious than it already is, and move on from that.
And of course, tomorrow you have the B team and the development team in action in their cup games. B team are away to Kilmore, which is a tough, tricky place. The development team are playing Bangor Hibs, who a few weeks ago beat them here 6-2. So 2 interesting games for both teams.
Well, the Bees have a couple of injuries heading away tomorrow, and they're missing 1 or 2. But again, they're really good lads who prepare really hard. They've had a really good start to the season, so they should be confident going down to Kilmore for that fixture, and we'd like to see them come through. The Seas, I'm hoping people come out and support them tomorrow. That's a really exciting team in the club. Lots of exciting young players. Lots of lads making their first debut in a cup for Westport at this level. Should be supported. And 12 o'clock here tomorrow.
12 o'clock, yes.
This weekend, yeah. Should be looking something to look forward to. And I think with a little bit of luck, we might win both those fixtures tomorrow.
And of course, with the lads involved with Connacht last week, Gary, Darren and Killian, things mightn't have gone according to plan Connacht's rise, but from a club perspective, it was great to get that representation on it.
What they're getting is great experience, and you're hoping when things settle down shortly, these lads will bring that back to the group. And I've been talking to Killian White at different points and Darren Brown over what they experienced last weekend, and to see the level of player that they were up against, and to see how they carry themselves, how they go about their business, how they see out games, and there is a different level there. And I think what needs to happen with those Connacht players is they need to go back to their club and demand the standards keep coming up, because you can see it. We're competing underage, we're competing at under 18s. It's there for us to compete. It's just we need, as I've said in the past, more experience in playing football at that level. And maybe that's the drawback that we have in Connacht at the moment. We don't get enough experience at the higher level. And when it comes around, we do adjust over the few days, but it's too late for these type of competitions.
And speaking of Gary, and we extend our sympathies to Gary on the death of his aunt, Margie Coughlin, last weekend.
Absolutely, a really difficult week for Gary, but he's an exemplary individual, the way he carries himself and the way he gets through all he has to get through. But yes, a very difficult week.
And on a positive note, should I say, thank you very much and happy Easter.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thanks again.